2 days ago, I got really drunk, and then I saved a man's life. You know, it's your casual Thursday night. I went out to this place called the Game Bar Guild. And it was really cool. 200 baht for all you can drink soda per hour plus games. And then 300 baht unlimited beer. The problem is your boy got a little too hammered without eating enough food. And then that was it, man. I met a South African guy from Cape Town. We had a good time, great conversations. And then guess what? He went to the W District. Well, we went together, and then he had dinner. He went home. It was 9 p.m. I should have went home. I went to the Irish pub instead, and then I just got drunk with random people. And then, next thing you know, I'm video calling my woman, my mom, on Sukhumvit Road, and I'm just talking to random Thai people like, hey, what's up, yo, what's going on? And then my mom had to tell me this because I blacked out. She told me this a couple days later, well, the day after, on a video call. But she said that basically I threw my arm around a homeless gentleman, and he had no teeth. And he also was just, it looked like he really didn't shower in a long time, apparently, to my mom. So I was like, hey, yeah, I was on the phone with my mom. I was like, this is my mom talking to the homeless guy. I was like, yeah, what's up? I was like, Mom, this is my friend, whatever. And I'm like, yeah. But the best part is I got back to my condo around 2:30 in the morning. I came to my balcony, I vaped, and then I read my Kindle. I vividly remember that. So it was a great night. Oh, but I've saved a man's life. Bye. In between that, I actually was on the homeless man, but then I came back to when I was just on Sukhumvit Road later on, I think near En Newt or just south of that. And basically, I saw a gentleman that crashed on a motorcycle on Sukhumvit Road. I went to go help him. I dropped my bag, and then he was unconscious. He had a beanie that was off. I took his beanie, put it under his head. Some other Thai people came out of nowhere, just kind of helped him. Someone called the ambulance. I put him in the fetal position. I thought that would help. And then a Thai woman started arguing with me, started like nudging my shoulder, because I was going like this. So I was trying to, like, I don't know, stimulate. I saw some YouTube video or something I learned in the military. I can't remember, but I was drunk and I was coming back too after a blackout. And I was doing this and like trying to do something, stimulate him. I don't know. I don't know. But I was like just doing like little prods on his shoulder, like, you know, little shoulder massages and stuff like that. And just kind of going like that to his back. And then he never came to, but the ambulance got him. And so I feel like I helped him a lot because I put him in the fetal position and he was having a hard time breathing when he was laying on his back. After that, I ended up walking away, calling a Bolt car back to my condo. That was about it. So it's on the cameras, the CCTV cameras of Bangkok, somewhere on Sukhumvit Road, in between the W District and En Newt or Punawiti BTS. So, yeah. You know, it's been 13 months since I've been in Bangkok, and basically I witnessed 3 motorcycle accidents, 2 in the city of Bangkok, 1 in Nepal, actually. I forgot all about that, man. So I guess that's 4, and then the 4th one, I guess it doesn't really count because I was in it. So I was on a Uber motorbike equivalent in Colombia, Bogota, Colombia, and I was going to go to a mall, a large mall, and it was like a 20-minute ride. We're in the parking lot of the mall. We're going around a bend. And on the right side, on the other side, is basically the area where you can drop people off and pick them up and stuff. And then this guy tries to cut off my driver, and I'm behind him on a bike. Luckily, we both were wearing helmets, but he tries to cut off a Kia Soul. We're turning right, and there's little in between both lanes. There's like little speed dividers, like little highlighter things. They have the little reflectors, I guess. And so we hit one, we bump into the Kia Soul. Luckily, he takes the brunt of the damage. Sorry, but it was his fault, all right? He was trying to rush, and I don't understand why. We're already at the mall. So, but luckily, he was okay. And we were just, we brushed it off. He was like, sorry, sorry, sorry. And I was like, no. He was like, lo siento, lo siento. I was like, bro, don't worry, don't worry. I was like, amigo, no problemo. My Spanish is like super terrible. I just know how to order a sandwich and stuff like that. So, survived that. And then in Nepal, yeah, saw a gentleman on a motorcycle. Two gentlemen, actually. So it was like the equivalent of a Uber motorcycle in Kathmandu. And this guy was going around the corner and he tried to beat a fucking car. Oh, I gotta bleep that F word. He tried to beat a effing car when turning right, and they smashed the rear side. The guy that was like basically the passenger of the motorcycle. They smashed into that guy's arm, and he was like, ah! And I'm like maybe 10 meters away, 30 feet, 25 feet away from him. And I'm looking, it's like up the road, and I could see it, and I just see the blood just coming. I could see the bone, and I was like, well, that's not the experience I wanted. And it was like right here in the forearm. The bone was just sticking out. It was not really the experience I wanted in Kathmandu or in Nepal, but hey, it's part of traveling, right? So my advice to you is, if you're ever in a foreign country and you're not used to it, and you're taking a Uber motorbike, and you want to play it safe, you better A, bring your own like for real helmet if it's your main mode of transportation, or better yet, don't do it. All right, just leave it to the professionals. And if you're like me, who can drive a vehicle with 4 wheels, but not a vehicle with 2 wheels, and who will just not do it, then hey, don't do it. I'm not against driving a vehicle with 2 wheels, but look, I had a lot of family friends die from driving motorcycles, specifically 6 of my friends' dads that were in the Army, US Army that is, that passed away from driving motorcycles, and they got into crashes. And I had a friend that died from one regular vehicular accident, but he wasn't wearing a seatbelt. So it just it reminded me this little blackout situation / helping this guy out, because to me his airway was blocked. I don't know, but I did go like this to his chest, tap his chest really hard, and he went when he was in the field position. So I feel like the hero of the day. But hey, just another Thursday. I told myself no more drinking without eating a good meal. All right. So I will say the worst part of that entire experience Thursday night was that I blacked out, and I felt like quite a fool, because I used to watch YouTube videos about seeing people being silly tourists in Thailand, and now I was one of those silly tourists. But it's okay, because I felt like I equaled it out by helping a gentleman. Well, you know, the best thing about Thailand, Bangkok, is you can befriend a homeless man when you are blacked out drunk, and then have the same amount of cash before the interaction. So if I was to do that in Orlando, ooh, buddy. We'll see you in the next one. Take care. Good night.